session actually doesn't have as many, fancy slides. I'm just going to go through some talking points, and I'm going to talk about breaking into product. There are roughly 3 problems. One, product management is very new. It's a growing function everywhere, from big MNCs, telcos, everywhere, to startups. It's always there, but the role is very undefined. If you compare it to something like marketing or finance, there are actually degrees focusing on marketing or finance or accounting, blah, blah, blah. But din sheshe, even though product management increasingly, as we move into tech, into tech companies and tech-based organizations, as we move into those things, even though this is becoming more relevant, there is no degree for this. Javed. So the point is, if one is to actually go into product, how would they do it? There are many ways. I can share 3 or 4 stories that I've seen, let's say at Pata or other places. Kibhabe ashole manush, they start in one place and then they eventually move into product. One of these ways is to start from a technical path. Or actually, maybe I should emphasize a bit more why you should even consider going into product, right? There are 3 reasons. One, we're moving into a more tech world. Software is eating the world. Have you all heard this term? Right? Software has been eating the world for the past 20 years, right? গত 20 বছরে আমরা যা করতাম যেটা analog ছিল, that's moving into digital. In the next 20 years, it'll go probably digital native. Probably. And in such a world, we need people who are able to take things from an idea or a problem to an actual solution that a customer or a group of people can actually use. This person has to communicate with different stakeholders. So it's not just the technical person or the business person, it's both. And then you also have to work with people like yourself, designers, to actually get the best interfaces and the best solutions out there to the user. So this person who is sitting at the intersection of business, engineering as well as design is the product person. And the problem is there is no playbook to actually become this product person. So one way of doing this is coming from a technical background. So let's say it's a software engineer. One way is becoming an engineer, understanding how tech works, building products yourself for other people, with other people, and following specs, and really embodying or understanding tech jinishta ashole kibhabe kaj kore. Okay? That's one. Another could be similar bhabe, you're still part of the development team. Maybe you're not coding this time. Maybe you're part of the development team as a designer or a QA. You still get exposure to how the overall product is running, what the roles are, how requirements are being brought up, what is being prioritized. You still get exposure to all of those things, even if you're not a coder per se. And then the third one is, of course, you could be starting in design. You could be focusing on branding or UI. I think we're mostly focused on UI, right? But you could also be part of branding. You could come from a place of, okay, I'm agency background, maybe I'm a graphic designer, maybe I'm working in branding, but you could still transition eventually into product because you're working with the development team, you're getting an understanding of how the product essentially works, and you're also understanding how the overall organization works. That brings me to, okay, so those are 3. The 4th could be, so development team is actually part kiki. I mean, I already mentioned the engineer, the QA, and the designer. That basically leaves, other than the product person, maybe someone who is a technical writer, someone who is in charge of documentation, those kind of things. If you can sense it, the goal is very simple. Amar development team er part hoite hobe. Jemni hoi, secondary. I have to be part of the development team. That's my foot in the door. Now I understand how development works. Now I understand how the org works. I can now add value in some other capacity. So that's basically the goal. And now, okay, it could be any of these paths, but now once let's say someone gives you a chance, what skills do you actually, or what the role do you have to play and what skills do you need? So the role of a product manager, you can define it many ways. There are very good definitions on the internet. I like to usually say that, you're not Steve Jobs. You're not a visionary, right? When we think of product, we usually, there's the image of Steve Jobs that pops up. Oh, okay, I'm going to come up with something revolutionary, something very, ahead of its time, something like that. But essentially, you're solving business problems using technology. You're adding value to the business. And unless you're doing those things, you're not really effective. Sure, your title might be PM, your title might be an analyst or something, but unless you're adding value to the business by solving critical problems using technology, you're not really fulfilling your actual purpose. Okay? So if we keep the definition there, right, what does your day-to-day actually look like? Your day-to-day looks like actually raising problems from the business, understanding the business well enough. For example, let me জীবন থেকে নাও একটা এক্সাম্পল যদি দিই। লেটস সে পাঠাও ফুডে এখন এই উইকে অর্ডার কোনো কারণে নর্মালের থেকে একটু কমে গেছে। The PM is supposed to keep, actually understand যে কেন এই ফ্লাকচুয়েশনটা হলো, right? এই ফ্লাকচুয়েশনটা কি হলো, কেন হলো, and actually talking to 5 other people যে আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে এই জিনিসটা দেখলাম, what is the root cause here? Or technical term here, root cause. মানে root cause-টা আসলে once I figure that out, I can then dive in. এটা কি কোনো একটা অ্যাপের চেঞ্জের কারণে, অপারেশনসের চেঞ্জের কারণে, অথবা something else. You'll notice the way I'm talking about a PM in this context, he is also responsible for the overall success of the product. This is a common, difference that I need to point out, which is there are project managers and then there are product managers. A project manager is really responsible for delivery of the product, right? This person cares about, I have the requirements and the development team has delivered on time. Amar daitto eto. But as a product manager, you're actually responsible for whether people are using this, whether this is adding value to the business, whether you have to look at the data and make iterations again, right? So when you're working at a client organization, right, it's a bit different because someone comes to you with requirements, you fulfill them, and then that is considered a job well done. But if you're working at a tech company, for example, truck lagbe, you actually have to understand যে truck driverটা আসলেও সে ইউজ করতে পারতেছে নাকি, and আসলেও whether the problem that the organization had is being solved. So that is a very crucial part of a product manager's role. And then just going back to the Patha food example, if I kind of identify কেনো এই প্রবলেমটা হচ্ছিল or what the root cause was, now the question is what do I do about it, right? Now the problem is you don't have any, God hasn't given you, or corporate structure hasn't given you some authority by default. No one reports to you. And sadly, you have to work with everyone, but no one actually reports to you. So how do you get people to do things? It's through persuasion. It's through working with them. It's by convincing them that, look, what I'm trying to do is actually help you and the business. It's working with them by, coming to them with a case. Hey, look, this has happened. I think this is the reason. Here's what you can do to fix it. So you need to be convincing. You need to look at the data, abstract meaning from it, and then communicate that with other people. So now we're kind of moving into the territory of what the skills are. What the skills are for for a PM to be effective. I mentioned data. I mentioned, how the product is being used and how you're interpreting that data being a crucial part of your day-to-day. I mentioned communicating what you're seeing in the data with, operations stakeholders or design or engineering or anyone. I'll also mention, managing up and managing sideways and managing down. This means, so product managers have to interface with the management team. This is very important. Because your management or your leadership team dictates a certain vision or outlines a certain vision. যে কোম্পানিটা এই বছর এই বড় জিনিসটাকে ট্যাকল করবে, আর এই বড় জিনিসটাকে আমরা অ্যাচিভ করব, হয়তো এরকম, তাই না? সো এই জিনিসটা তারপরে কিন্তু লেয়ার বাই লেয়ার থ্রু আউট দ্য অর্গানাইজেশন চলে আসে যে আমাদের কাজগুলো তাহলে এটা হবে। It's the PM's job to kind of roadmap let's say ওই 100 let's say ওই বড় ভিশনটাকে আমি কিভাবে স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ এগিয়ে যাব ওইটার দিকে রোড ম্যাপ করা what are the achievable tasks এটাই কিন্তু প্রোডাক্ট রোড ম্যাপ দিন শেষে if I want 100 how do I get there over 12 months or 6 months or 3 months usually 3 months এই চলে আসে but how do I break that down and then you have to communicate continuously this is what we're doing this is the timeline this is the result so we shipped something and this is now we're moving into agile and waterfall and these kind of territories ideally you should be continuously shipping you shouldn't be working for 6 months and then going to market for another 2 months right you should be continuously shipping you should be getting data from the market and then you should be reiterating you should be iterating what changes do I need to make this even more effective or to get adoption up so all this process you'll have to have a feedback loop with internal stakeholders okay ঠিক আছে I'm doing this what does my CEO think what does the finance team think what does this team think that team think because din sheshe you'll have to work with all of these people to make your product something that people are using so communication is very important managing upwards managing sideways these things are crucial if you want to work with other people and lastly I would say you need to be super organized and present yourself this is why a lot of us have been working remotely right we've been working from home we've been working independently and even in many cases joining a company and maybe not meeting the rest of the team for many months right it gets difficult this is relevant because a large part of a PM's job is done through influence it's done through mutually shared rapport if I know you you know me you know where I'm coming from you know what my intentions are you understand me when I'm talking to you it's very difficult when you have to do that over Zoom it's not impossible there are many people who are effective and do it over Zoom but there is a human element to what we do and so you have to have rapport with people so anyway let me summarize in order to work with many people you need to get their buy-in you need to be persuasive you need to use data in your favor and you need to din sheshe convince them so that's a skill that a PM needs you need to work with data right you need to work with data you need to understand what data is telling you and what you can do with it you need to this is my personal opinion it's better if you come from some core competency right I like to say that no one really lands into no one really starts with product people branch into product you're either from an engineering background or a design background or a QA background or something maybe even a business background right but then you're coming into product why because it takes some time to actually understand the business from other angles and then come into product but maybe I'm wrong right maybe this is just amar observe kora hoise so far ei erokomi but there are many freshers who are getting into product roles ekdom shuru theke so maybe that's something that changes but so far observation has been people branch into product and then lastly we've talked about convincing persuasion we talked about data we talked about some core competency the last thing I'll leave you with is the ability to show up be consistent and be reliable because din sheshe by convincing people by having a core competency by talking to people what are you actually building sure you're building a product but what are you actually building you're building trust you're building a relationship with other people in your team this doesn't happen overnight this happens when you show up day after day consistent reliable and there for others so I'll just leave you with that and if you want to break into products from different other functions hopefully you're now leaving with a better idea than when we started that's all from me thank you so much I think this was the last talk we have today now we're moving into more of an interactive session right it'll take roughly another 40 minutes 60 minutes and then we can all call it a day thank you guys